Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome all from different industrial areas. And as we all know and understand that we are living in the age of technology, whether many of us are working into IT, and many of us might be working into some other domain. It might be healthcare, it might be a domain of manufacturing, it might be environment. So it could be any work domain, but we all know that none of us are untouched by technology, and especially this is the age of artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analytics. So everywhere we see that data analytics, machine learning, these are coming as consumer products. In this particular pre-talk, I would be bilingual, and this will be very much open for everyone to remain bilingual because uh, most of the participants are from India. This talk is being broadcasted live on our YouTube channel as well. So I would like to once again welcome everyone, and I would like to request, if possible, everyone can put on their cameras. That makes it more interactive so that we can listen to your views and thoughts, and at the same time, we can also understand with your expressions and all. So, एक बार formally once again, let me introduce the event. So this is AI-GloLo, which means global and local impact through artificial intelligence. This particular event will be a recorded event
चालू झालंय
launched
सर
from
लावला का
Monday.
तुम्ही
I would request the co-host to kindly help in mute and unmute. Thank you. So this particular event is a digital event which will be hosted from Monday. The agenda of today's meeting is to have a pre-talk. आज हम सभी अपने experiences, अपनी expertise, जो artificial intelligence, machine learning और related sub domains में जो हमारे experiences हैं, as an SME, as a consumer of the technology, we would like to share them. We would like to gather that particular data, and the 5 days starting from 26 June, हम चाहते हैं कि the complete approach should be data driven. So this is a pre-talk with SMEs, and the agenda we have here. So once again, I would welcome everyone and would like to start with the second pointer, that is introduction. So whosoever has joined, I would like to take 10 minutes and invest 10 minutes to understand, because people from IT, people from education, people from healthcare also, people from who are entrepreneurs. So many domains basically got connected with us or sabhi ne register kiya tha. So I would like to invite one by one for 10 minutes. And after that, we will actually start with the discussion. And uh, while discussion also, we would like to have some kind of introduction with the people who are joining in. So why not to start with introduction? And I would like to start with Mr. Abhik to begin with. And let me help you to get unmuted. Then we would like to hear Swapna ji. Yes, Abhik. Abhik, we are not able to hear your voice. There's some.
Is it okay now?
Yes. Now it's okay.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. It's good to be back from where I started. I'm Abhik Chakrabarti. I've been into the IT industry for last 4.5 years. My career started with Indeed Inspiring. I'd been doing some Hadoop admin job. From there, my career has been shaped up into cloud and DevOps. So I've been actively working in cloud and DevOps. In DevOps, I have got an opportunity to work on AI ops model, where I have been responsible for designing the operation parts of AI and machine learning. And also in the course to come in the discussion, I would like to put some light on how AI had helped uh, uh, a vaccine to come out, to roll out in the time of COVID. And I was fortunately part of that team. So yeah, that's all about me. So yeah, I pass my voice to the next speaker.
Thanks, Abhi. Thanks a lot. As I invited Swapna ji, can you please introduce yourself? I think somehow she got disconnected. So I would like to ask Dr. Geeta to introduce herself. Yeah, I would request co-host to please help with mute unmute.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Yeah, hi, good morning all. And first of all, I would like to thanks to Kushal Sharma for inviting us in various events, so that we will also get to know about the current technologies, what is going on actually in the industry. So let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Geeta Sable, and I have completed my doctorate from Vellore Institute of Technology, Chennai, in the same field of artificial intelligence. And I'm having total 12 years of teaching experience from various educational institutes. Along with that, I have worked on one project of AI, which went to the grand finale of Smart India Hackathon. And still, I'm working in the same domain for of my PhD, and that is speech synthesis by using advanced artificial intelligence techniques. So I'm having an interest to give some of the share some of my knowledge, whatever work I have done till now in my area. So that's why I'm here. Thank you. Thanks, Kushal, for inviting me. Yeah.
Thanks a lot for joining in,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
And as it is 10:38, so I would invite one more introduction. And as I said, when we will start the discussion, that time surely we would like to listen in brief about your industrial area and kind of expertise when you are becoming a part of the discussion. So I would like to invite Mr. Abhishek Dashasankar. Would you please like to introduce yourself, and then we will move ahead with the discussion.
Yeah, hi. I hope everybody can hear me.
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Yeah. Okay. So good morning, all of you. As per I am Abhishek Basishankar, and as per my experience is concerned, I have total 8 years of experience in academics as an assistant professor. And after that, I switched to IT as my interest is in IT, like AI and lots of means in my academics. I supposed to do all kind of programmings and all. So recently, 3 years before I joined the IT, in my first company, I work as a Python developer, and then currently my area of interest is start increasing. I'm touching all kind of Java programming, .NET programming. So right now in my current company, my designation is as a Java developer. But along with the Java, I in whatever the project we have in our company, so we have AI-based project where we need a Java as well as Python. So my specialty is Python and Java. So where there is an integration required for Java and Python, so such kind of projects I am working with. So that's all from mine. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So we will move ahead with the schedule. So as I introduced that, okay, we have 5 more minutes, so I can basically take up one or two introduction more. So let me invite Professor Yogesh. So could you please introduce yourself? And then probably I would invite Mr. Harish as well to introduce. Okay, if there is a challenge in mute unmute, I would invite Mr. Harish to introduce, and then we can listen to Mrs. Mansi Bhosle.
Yeah, hello everyone. First of all, I would like to thanks Kushal and his team for inviting us for this conversation and discussion. So I am Harish actually, Harish Satija. I am currently working with Citibank as a vice president role, and I started my journey with Infosys as a software developer, of course, and but then slowly and gradually as I grew into different kinds of role, right? Here I am currently looking into as part of city organization. I am a part of SRE and platform engineering team where we look at different opportunities, how we can improve the system, how we can stabilize the system, and and lots of thinking that is going behind how we can improve the system. There are lots of AI improvements that we are also taking into account, and lots of new technologies like Chat GPT, Llama, and all these things. Right? We are also exploring how they can also help us in reducing some of the manual tasks or the repetitive tasks, toil elimination and all. So happy to be part of this discussion and give my inputs wherever possible. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks a lot. And lastly, I would like to invite Mansi Madam to kindly introduce.
Uh, uh, Good morning, all. First of all, I would like thank to Kushal Sharma for inviting in such a big event that where we can interact or we can share our knowledges, what exactly we are doing in academics and what going on in the industry that we have to find out, because while teaching to the student, because I am teaching Python also, the data science also, machine learning also, data mining also. So what exactly applications are there in industry that it's needed as a academics. So thank you, Kushal, for inviting me. Thanks. And I have actually 14 years of experience in GH Raisoni College of Engineering. Currently, I'm working as an assistant professor. Also, I have 2 years of industry experience. And actually, I'm more interested in teaching the recent technologies. So I started teaching the Python for the data science, then testing tools, Selenium, Java, then Postman. That I'm learning day by day, because I like to learn things which are improve your growth. So thanks, Kushal, for the inviting in such a meeting. Thanks.
Welcome. Thanks. Thank you, ma'am, for coming in. I have another 1 minute, so let me ask Mr. Harshal Patil if you can quickly introduce, and then we will start with the discussion. Mr. Harshal Patil. Okay, so if we are not getting a response, I invited Swapna, Miss Swapna to introduce. If Swapna ji, you can introduce yourself, that will be great. All right, so no worries. I think maybe some technical glitch to unmute. So now let us move ahead with the agenda, and now we will have discussion on this particular event. I will briefly tell that this will be a recorded event for next 5 days, starting from 26th. We here would like to gain insights and inputs that how can we basically help the SMEs, managers, CXOs, or in fact MSMEs as well, in order to enable them, help them with AI tools and frameworks. Secondly, we would like to invite what sort of challenges do we have at different levels in industry as well as in society. Next part is, along with the challenges, what sort of solutions can be proposed? Obviously, we would like to listen to that part as well. And Then in future, what sort of opportunities and demands will we be having? So these will be the areas, three areas I have mentioned over here with respect to any industry, because I understand that everyone hails from different background, work profile. So with respect to that or your observation, your research, you can put your points on that particular area. So first section, we will talk about challenges so that my team can basically keep on noting down that, then opportunities, and then future demands. So let us begin with the first one, challenges part. And here, the mechanism I would like to have is we can raise our hands. We have a mechanism in Zoom to basically raise our hands so that it becomes easy for my team to one by one invite and listen. And then basically we will move to the second part. The time allotted for this particular discussion is till 11:10. So we will have to be quick and short. So let us start with the first part, that is current challenges we are facing in our work, in society, in corporate, so wherever you work. So from there, so I would really like to invite, uh, if you can raise your hands, we can one by one invite you. So in the reactions section, or you can go to your name, and there we have an option of raising hand. So in the reaction section also, we have a raise hand option. You can see like I have just raised my hand. Similar way, you can also do that. Okay. Yeah, so current challenges we come across, we face in wherever we are working. So I would like to invite your views on challenges. Yes, so yeah, I would like to ask team to kindly unmute Mr. Pradyuman.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Well, I would say I have experience of around 15 years working in different areas geographically. So what I have observed is that in developed areas, even school kids are aware of AI and using technology in general, if I say. At present, I'm in a rural area. I'm director of career development cell, and I look after student trainings and teacher trainings. What I have realized is being it a rural area and even nearby localities from where students come, it's a private university and the strength is of 5,000 students. Students, even teachers, are not aware of, I would say neither aware nor interested of AI. I had called an expert for conducting session on Chat GPT. So how teaching can be made more effective using Chat GPT. Even though it was free, teachers were least interested. I had thought of organizing the same for students also, but when teachers did not respond, so there was no motivation to organize the same for students. Contrary to that, I organized online event, which was paid event, and where I had more than 100 participants from earlier organizations where I approached. Those were in urban areas. So this geographical divide, I think, is a big gap which needs to be addressed in some way. So first thing is that generating an interest that how AI would be helping, I think is more important than teaching AI and making them aware of how it would be useful. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Pradyuman. So yes, I have noted it down. Yes, Abhik is raising his hand. So yes, could you please unmute him?
So in the recent past, the problem which I faced in the software industry is I was not very much good in programming. I would say the advanced part of programming, not the basic parts. When it used to come to the advanced part, so I used to feel like there has to be something, some hints. I need to get some hints from where I can construct my programs in a more efficient way, because I am into DevOps and cloud, and I need more of the scripting thing rather than the oops and all those things. I need more of the scripting. So this is one of the challenges that I faced during my career, my initial days of career. Do we come to the solution, or do we just mention the problem?
We can discuss solution part later.
Later. Okay.
Yes.
So this is one which I faced, and I have found a solution. In fact, many of them might be also using it. So this is something. This was the problem, but the solution is through AI.
Right.
Yeah, the solution is through AI. So that's why I thought of putting forward this problem.
Okay, you can, I think, talk about that as well.
The solution as well?
Yes.
So there are many, like GitHub has come up with autopilot. If few of people might be knowing it. So autopilot is nothing but it helps you to write your code. It gives you hints. So many people might be telling, why not install VS Code? VS Code have those extensions and you can get everything. But through VS Code, you can just get hint of the structure, not the logic to be specific. It doesn't auto generate the code for you. It just tells you, okay, this is how you need to write, this is the format you need to write your code. But GitHub autopilot, in the recent past, as my skills also improved, but with the improved skill set, AI is helping me to actually, with this GitHub autopilot thing, is actually helping me to write code in a much faster way. Though I know, okay, this is what I need to write, I have written the basic structure of the code. But with GitHub autopilot, it actually helps me to optimize that code. So this is a very significant, like people are telling AI would take away the jobs. I would rather say that AI would save your job. It would not take away your job. So this is one thing that I have noticed, the problem and the solution in the recent past.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Next, we have Dr. Geeta, and we can listen to her on challenges.
Yeah. Hi. So recently, I worked on the project of speech synthesis. Like it was a research-oriented project. Speech synthesis of Hindi words actually, and that was actually, it was having the social area. Like some of the children, like around 5 to 7 years of children are there, so they are not able to grasp the thing as like the normal children. Means they are facing the issues while grasping the things. For example, if we are teaching them like small b and d, they are looking a mirror image of each other, right? So they are not able to differentiate easily as like the normal children. Or w and m, these are also a similar word, like mirror images. So they are facing some of the challenges over there. And even if whenever the teacher are teaching in the school, they are having some issues with the grasping the words, like, so they have like such a challenges are there in the various uh, areas. Like I visited to some of the such as children in Mumbai. So they are having the disease called as dyslexia. Means there are many students who are still facing these issues, so I worked on that. So the challenge which I faced while collecting the data set for that speech synthesis, that whenever I'm collecting the real-time data, like if I want some of the speeches of the children for my algorithms for applying to my artificial intelligence work, so that time I face the challenge in cleaning the data. Whenever we are cleaning the data, and we are applying the algorithms, even if we are modifying or we are developing some new things in the previous algorithm, we are not getting the proper accuracy, whatever we want. Like the actually the problem statement is like we are going to give the speeches like Hindi words of various voices to the children, and then the system will generate automatically the various like various things. Like suppose I'm giving the word like table, the input to the system, then system should generate the output in such a way that whenever any children will try to say the word, system will recognize that. Okay, so that on that part I'm working. So but I'm facing here again the challenge. Even I tried many of the speech synthesis algorithm uh, of various like some of the modifications also I have performed on that, but still the accuracy which we found we want, like whenever we are getting the speech from the system, but that speech we are not getting as per the accuracy, like whatever accuracy we want. Like some of the words we can the children can recognize from the system, some of the words children are not able to recognize. So that is the part which I faced actually, and I'm still working on it, like on the same part.
Okay, so yeah, so
Yeah.
as I understand, so data cleaning of specifically speech related
Right,
data,
exactly.
and secondly, when applying the machine learning models,
Machine.
then how to come up with the accuracy.
Right.
Probably we might not have what I understand. Another challenge is might not have pre-trained models, or like we need to have some benchmark to check the accuracy.
Right, right.
Even that is there. So
Exactly.
this might be a new area to work with the
Yes, yes, yes.
children who are dyslexic.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yes, I understood. Thanks a lot for
Thank
sharing your
you. Yeah.
inputs. Mr. Abhishek has raised his hand, so we can listen to him. Yeah, please help him unmuting.
Yeah. So like as I heard all the inputs from others, so so this is a problem statement I got from when I joined my company from one of the client, which is a internet service provider, and like their problem statement is like suppose for example some consumer is there and he is facing some internet issue. So whenever that consumer is going to raise a ticket for the internet issues, then what is happening? They are raising the ticket, and that information went to the internet service provider, and they having various vendors. So what is the problem? Whenever the ticket come to the internet service provider, they have to manually contact or manually submit the form or whatever the issues they are facing into the vendors portal manually, and during that process it may get delayed, and might be some information whatever they are filling they are just copy pasting, there are some errors. So because of that means there is a issue or there is a delay in the service, and again there are some issues. So again, as far as the solution is concerned, our company provided a solution for that. We are using like whatever the tickets raised by the consumer, that will go to the internet service provider. Then via Selenium, we are reading that, and whatever the information is there based on our NLP engine, we are going to analyze that what exactly user want to tell about the complaint, and then based on that we are again using Selenium, we are posting that information into the vendor portals, and once the vendor portal that complaint is raised, then within a few days that will be solved.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So you have given the problem as well as solution to it. So what I understood was basically uh, in very generic way, a lot of processes in industry and end consumer services are still manual, and there is a problem of human error and delay, which can be basically solved, as you said, using ticketing tool and Selenium, which can be automated and can be solved. So
Yes.
yes, so that was a valid point, and thanks for that. Let me invite Mansi madam also to share.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So as a teacher, I am teaching data mining or Python using for the data analysis. So when I teach a student the algorithms or the examples, they are very small and they are understandable by the students. So if that same example or the same algorithm you are trying to implement for some applications, the students getting confused in that. Okay, and when I teaching them the visualization tools like a Power BI, so students are not confident to choose the parameters for generating the reports. So they theoretically they know that SVM works like this, decision tree works like this, but when they are going to apply for the real applications or visualization, mostly the visualization part is very difficult for the student, that which parameters will give correct accuracy or the correct result or the correct report to the higher authority, that need to be understandable by the student. So this is the challenges are from the academics, but same I guess is required for the industry people also, where the industry persons are not sure about which parameters gives the better result for that particular application or for that particular model or that particular instance. So that is needed to recognize or to identify the parameters. That is a you can say the important parameters for that particular instance. It is very important to analyze. So that is from my side, that is challenges.
Thanks for sharing. So, which I understood, like it is related to feature selection, that which features to be selected in order to uh, like basically understand that they will be better explanator for the predictions and even visualizations you explained. And third part, as academics, many a times theoretical knowledge is there, but how practically or normally we talk about applied, maybe applied sciences or applied machine learning, applied AI. So that is another challenge, that how practically it can be implemented in academics. Okay. So yes, so now I would like to move towards, I would say a few things, and in those areas, if we can explore. So we have different domains. Like we have, if I say in an organization, so we have different level of people working, and here I would like to invite something for, let's say people are working into management level or top management level. So if anyone would like to share any challenges they must be facing, and which can be solved by AI. So any challenges, top management and management, and then we will have one more pointer. I'll throw that question as well. So now we can talk about challenges, and I would like to invite opportunities and solutions as well. So this is a question for especially management and top management, what sort of challenges they must be facing. So anybody, if hailing from a similar experience or have some experience into the same, I would welcome to basically listen. Okay. So next part, I want to ask, if we don't have any input on this, we have MSMEs. So MSME in India is very much emerging sector, and we see that in fact in Pune also, Pune is being highlighted for like out of one of 2-3 cities where maximum number of startups have started in last 1 to 2 years. So there also I would like to invite some ideas, that what sort of challenges do they face, and what sort of solutions can they get. Because even my experience is that most of the business owners, they are I'm specifically talking about the MSME, the micro scale and small scale business owners. So they are very much reluctant towards the technology. So that is what is my experience. And second experience is that lack of awareness, because they just want to focus on their business rather than making a technology proof plan which can probably help them for a very long term. So this is one challenge which I have faced. So anything in this particular area, that how MSME can make use of AI related tools and which can help them. So I would like to ask anybody who can give input on this. I think we will enable the mute unmute option. That will be helpful. Yeah, so we have enabled that. Yes, yes. So Mr. Harish would like to say, so I have enabled that option. You can directly unmute and share.
Hey, yeah. So basically, right, while the AI is still evolving, one of the basic challenge, I'll talk about my organization, and I think the same challenge will be applicable for someone who is working in MSME or trying to adopt that AI, right, is about the security and legitimacy of the request. Basically, like for example, I'll tell you one example that we with the challenge we faced just few days back, that we in a banking sector we do lots of wire transfer. The client will send us email saying that can you transfer this much amount from this account to this account, and that comes via an email. Now, whether that email is legitimate or not, whether there are any spoofs that are that are happening behind the scenes, because there are lots of scams happening. So the moment people think that okay, technology, they also think about the various other factors in terms of these scams that are associated with such technological challenge. That's what I feel is one of the basic constraints that people might be hesitant to adopt it.
Yeah, so security and legitimacy. Yeah, thanks for that input, and I do agree. Yes. Yes. One more area which basically we received. Okay. Fine. So as an end consumer, we know like chat gpt is becoming more and more popular, and so this hails from the same parts, even here also. So many applications are coming up which can work for, let's say, social media apps are there. They can immediately click some snaps and do editing. Then we have applications for which can create avatars. Then we have applications which can take your photo and which can make a video out of it. So this is something which is I believe most of the youngsters and people are basically making use of such AI tools which are a part of either social media app or some editing app. So I would like to invite some views of the participants, that how do you see such kind of things which probably in entertainment and creative industry, yes, as a commercialization part, yeah, they are helping, but they have become something, a daily use of everyone. So how do you see that, how that is impacting the lives, or I would like to invite one more area over here, how it is making some changes in the psychological patterns of young generation. So this area also I would like to invite. So anyone who would like to. So now you can unmute yourself directly. That permission has been given. Yes, Abhik. Yes, yes.
So recently, I was on a trek. I had done 2 treks. So I was very amazed to find out this AI being implemented. So we were not able to recognize the peaks. Once we were at the summit, we were not able to recognize the peaks because our guide had not come up to the summit. He had showed us the way, but he had not come up to the summit. So on the summit, luckily we had a range and we started Googling that how to find out the peaks. And there was one of the apps which it had this AI power in it, and you just point your mobile towards the peak and it would actually show that okay, this is this peak, this is this peak. So through that we came to know, okay, we are looking at this peak. So this is like the technology advancement using AI tools. This was also my last year project, which I tried to do, but I couldn't succeed in that. But then it's very good to see with using AI models. There are free apps in the market which are giving you accurate information. And this is also in the, you can say, digital info informative kind of an app, entertainment or informative kind of an app. There was one more app which also used maps, and with the use of AI or machine learning, whatever the background tech that they are using or algorithms they are using for AI and machine learning, they showed us the trail, how to trek. There are various trails available, and when you are going to a trek in an off season, there might be leaves on the trail and the trail is completely off. You don't see the trail. But then with that app, we actually did not get lost. We went up to the points we wanted to go very smoothly. So this is something that AI is helping nowadays. It's not only for the companies or the tech companies or the educational companies, but also when you're going out to have some fun, you're going on treks, you're going on explorations. AI is helping over here as well.
Yeah, thank you for the input.
Yeah.
I would like to throw some more ideas so that we can, I would come to you, Mansa ma'am, in a minute. So we had one challenge of lack of awareness and lack of interest. So I would like to basically invite idea on that. I will repeat that. So in the question was, the challenge was because of geography. Like in India, we know that we have cities like Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune. We have cities, then let's say if Dhule, Nasik, if I talk about Maharashtra. So cities where technology is very much enabled, cities where technology and awareness is still being growing, and some areas which are purely rural, where basically the kind of technology which we are probably experiencing, they it seems that they might experience if they come here, or basically it may take a long time to reach there. So I would like to invite on that also. So those who are basically listening, you can basically share your ideas, that how can we make awareness in those areas, create interest in those areas. That was one thing. Second was, which was more technical from Dr. Geeta, that it was about data cleaning of speech or data collection. So do we have, I would like to invite ideas that do we have some tools or some mechanisms or processes which help in data collection part? Specifically, her challenge was to collect the data of people speaking some words or sentences, so speech related data. And do we have some mechanism, processes, or maybe some links you may share in the chat, which can help in first, sometimes we don't have pre-trained models, or we are doing something for the first time. In that particular case, how to set the benchmarks or how to establish the benchmarks and then go for accuracies. Because if something is being done for the first time, it is very difficult to ensure that whether we are going right, validating that particular idea. That was one more challenge which was discussed. So I would like to invite on these as well, just repeating these questions so that the panel can get ready for it. And yes, Mansi Mano was saying something, we can listen to her, and then we can discuss on this. One more I would just like to share. AI, small kids, and very old people. Okay, so we probably all of us are very much young, and but those small kids, how basically it is impacting to them, and is it creating some sort of challenge? Do we need to find some solution? Similar way, very old age people, how AI is impacting their lives. Do we have some challenges? Do we need to find some solutions? So three questions I have thrown. So we listen to Mansi madam, and then I would really like to have other people talking about these things.
Okay. So I remember Abhik was in my project group actually, and he has done the project in 2017 that any language, suppose he is visiting Tamil Nadu, and there is a board, that is a board, and when you are going for the some point or some destination locations, so some boards are there, but they are in Tamil. So he tried to convert that Tamil into English actually. So at that time, he was very young at 2017, and his approach was to help the people who are visiting the other states other than the Maharashtra, who are visiting to the other state, and they try to learn without any help. They just click the photo of that board, and they are getting the English conversion of that Tamil language. So Abhik, that project was very good actually at that time. So you concentrated on the AI at that moment only. And Kushal, the challenges you said that the villages actually they are not aware of much of AI which are used as in metropolitan cities. So the uh, my suggestion is arrange some online courses or some online expert lectures or the awareness session to that location, so the students get aware of what exactly AI means and what are the usefulness for their day-to-day life applications or the uses. So that is my suggestion for that particular things. Thanks, Kushal.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I have one point here. Like I personally visit a lot of areas which are remote and villages as well. I have seen personally, like I went to Nasik, 70 kilometers ahead of it. So Kalwan is one of the area on mountain plains. So I saw Amazon and Flipkart are there. I visited North in Kanpur, again, very much remote and village areas. Again, Amazon and Flipkart, they are there. So, so what I see, probably you may agree to it, that commercialization of anything can, because the need was anything you want, you can order it on Amazon. You may not find it in the local market, but you can order it. So if anything can be commercialized and that need of that particular uh, person can be fulfilled, so that becomes reachable. So the challenge which I face is that about lack of awareness and interest also. So do we have real need of AI in those areas? Because if we have some need, like as I said, if I want a bag in Amazon, I can order, I can get it because I have a need. So do you think that there is lack of need, or if there is lack of need or lack of awareness, then how it can be? Because online course is one thing, and I think online courses are there, like a lot of online courses are there, and we can add more to it. I accept that thing, but do we have really need of AI and technology probably in those areas, or it is seriously lack of awareness only? Like what exactly is your viewpoints? Anybody can share.
I think so. AI is already present in the e-commerce industry, because
Yeah.
when if you're trying to get a bag, next time you will try to get a notification from the same e-commerce website. Oh, we have a different bag for you. So it's
Yes.
suggesting, it's on your buying behavior. It's already making you creating more confusion, I would say. These algorithms are creating more confusions, or it is making you spend unnecessarily. Though you don't want to spend, still this algorithm, this buying patterns, what they are trying to analyze, they are trying to make you buy things which are not necessary for you. Okay, and maybe this can be a problem at the rural areas, because maybe in the cities you're wiser enough to understand that, or maybe you're into the IT. The majority cities people are into IT. They can understand, okay, this is something that the algorithm is tricking you. But at the rural areas, it's difficult. You might just go on spending. You might just
Mhm.
get lured. Oh, this is a bag, another bag, looking very fancy, fancy tag onto it. So yeah, I mean, this is something, a downside that I feel of the AI being implemented at the e-commerce or any other website which is trying to do some kind of business. For example, Swiggy or Zomato, night 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, if you have the notifications on, they might tell you, do you want to eat poha at night? Though you don't want. Okay. But then just as you got a notification, it triggers a kind of thought process on your mind. Might be I want to have a poha at night or a Maggie at night. So this is something a downside. I would say that all the e-commerce or the whatever industry, the algorithms they are trying, or the buying patterns they are trying to recognize of a particular individual.
Okay. Yeah. I take that point. Mr. Harish would like to share something.
Yeah, right. So one point that Abhik was raising, that yeah, there are downsides of everything, but then when we talk about remote areas or the rural areas, right, there are still certain things where we can see opportunities also. The education sector is one of that. The medical sector is one of that. If you are living in a remote area, say 70 kilometers from a city, we went to one of the trekking, and we saw that okay, people are living there, but then what if there is some calamity, some medical emergency that comes over there? So the robotic surgeries, the robotic assisted uh, um, things, right, and even the assistance via Zoom calls, the medical appointments, right? Those are I don't think that they have experienced that, or they are even not, they are not aware of those. The moment they come into the awareness that okay, the technologies can help uh, increase or uplift the basic lifestyle of these rural areas also, I think that's when people will think about it. For example, transport. The moment you said that okay, uh, the Amazon and Flipkart are basically sending the packages over there. But then if I see at Uber or Rapido or the Ola, right, people face that okay, even the basic transport, the bus will come in every 2 hours or once in a day, right? So I think if those facilities people start experiencing, then I think at a juncture they'll also start understanding that there are certain benefits that can be availed in those areas. That's what I can say. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the inputs. And yes, education, robotics, medical, Zoom, transportation, Zoom assistance. Yes, so those were very valid points. And yes, and I saw that in one of the areas where tribal people live in. So government had established a very well-equipped hospital there, and like very good treatment is being given over there, giving preferences. So yes, so these things are happening in few parts which we can observe. Now, because we are now almost towards the end of our time, so I would like to invite quick inputs. So it'll be like a rapid thing. So I would like to invite quick inputs, either via chat or verbally on, um, because this is a 5-day event we are going to conduct. So in 5 days event, what would you like to gain? What would you like to demand, or what you think that is the need of the hour, and people should be made aware of? Some things we have planned are like, because we come from technical background, and this is an initiative from learning and development organization we have. So obviously we will be coming up with some tutorials kind of thing for the tools. For example, I'll give one example, like ChatGPT is there. So how can you integrate it with PowerPoint or Excel and leverage that? So this is one example. Similar way, we have creative department who creates videos and editing and all those things. So they'll be coming up with tools which you can just upload some images and you can put some script over there, and you don't need to do anything. You just select a voice and you can create some promo message for your organization. So probably that will help the MSMEs. So some sort of, this is one area where we will come up with. Second thing, which we have already in line with some of the SMEs, is that how the AI, ML, robotics, this awareness is being given and can be given to the kids, and how basically in the right direction we can take our very young kids into technology and wise use of technology. So that will be a kind of video podcast, and that we will be releasing. Similar way we are having in conversation with the healthcare doctors as well. So from there also we'll be coming up with some video talks, making more aware that how healthcare is being improved. So this is something we have already planned. So we have 4 minutes. So quick inputs via chat or verbally, I would like to invite, which you would like to have them a part of this particular event. Yes, Geetanand.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, as I had a conversation with one of the company, like in such a event only. So they were working on one tool, that is Winchill, which is managing the parts of the mechanical. Like for example, there is one company, suppose TKE, which is operating on the lift parts. Okay. So actually they are maintaining those parts, means like in the E drive, C drive, like that. Like they are keeping in the folder, and they want to convert that particular things. They have thousands of in lakhs they have parts. They have to transform it into the Winchill software. Okay, so that Winchill is maintaining in such a way that whenever new parts get added, the new version will get automatically, it will get added into that particular software. So what they want, means I just had discussion. So they want that chat GPT should generate a query so that the database of that particular Winchill software is in SQL actually. So through that query, they can extract the data. Means whatever type of data they want from the that software where they have maintained those parts of lifts and all. So they want to generate the queries like SQL.
I think due to network congestion, yeah, madam got disconnected. Yes, Abhishek, you were saying something. Okay, Abhi, you may share. Yes.
So as I'm coming from this automation, DevOps, and cloud background, people are not. What I have observed is people are not keen on developing pipelines for ML or AI. You know, they are just writing their codes in the notebooks or some kind of Python scripts. You know, but then what if you automate it? You know, through pipelines. So there is something called as ML ops. So this concept is also there in the industry right now. There is an open source. It's a tool. It can be called as a tool called Qflow. I have given the link on the chat. I am actively contributing to it. I am actively working as a consultant for various other orgs using this Qflow. It's a very powerful thing, and I think that this part of AI ML, we are looking at the problems and solutions. Probably we should also look at things where this ML AI things can be automated. The pipelines can be automated. How it can be automated is we have an open source tool by Google. It's an open source thing which can be easily explored. So yeah, this is my suggestion from my end.
Yeah, thanks a lot. A similar thing, like we have AutoML library in Python, which finds multiple models and executes them on different on data set and comes up with like which one performs better, and it helps in pipelining also.
Yes.
So thanks for that input. We would try to incorporate Kubeflow, AutoML, such kind of tools. Okay, so we have 1 more minute. So I would like to invite anybody can quickly share what would you like to get included in this 5 days um, recorded sessions. Okay, so 3D printing for the military and defense sector. Great.
Sorry, I got disconnected.
Yes.
But you got my point, right?
Yeah, we were able to understand.
Okay.
So in generic way, basically command based operations can be enabled.
Yes, right.
So you talked
Very.
about windshield tool, and similar way, we have Adobe. They have come up with the command based tools where
Okay.
you can just give a command. Let's say you want a cat to have pizza. So it will generate
Okay.
a cat and having pizza. So
Okay.
yes, so these kind of things are being happening. So we try to include such tools
Yes, yes,
wherever,
yes.
in whatsoever means possible.
Yeah, thank you, Kushal.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So I think it was a good discussion, good amount of points we have received. We are also floating the event page, LinkedIn event page link here in the chat, because I understand that there are so many areas and so many fields where AI and ML is being applied and is being tested, and when basically we are able to see the feasibility and the viability of its usage, it is being used as well. Even here also, this Zoom is also AI enabled. If you want to make some, changes in the video and all, so everything is AI powered now. So whatever thoughts comes to your mind, or whatever experiences you are able to recollect, we would surely like to invite them on the LinkedIn pages. And I would like to invite everyone for just 30 seconds. We can have a camera on, we can have a one photo over here in the Zoom. So let's have that. And then with a big thanks, I would like to conclude. So if we can just for maybe 5 seconds or 10 seconds put on the cameras, we'll just have a snap captured. And yes. All right. Yeah. So once again, thanks a lot. Thank you everyone for joining in. And we would come up with these 5 days events with the inputs you have given. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye.